Hello everybody, my name is SFX Makeup Queen. I am here today to show you guys how to do an easy wound or a scar using liquid latex and a tissue. And if it is your first time using liquid latex, I know that there is a lot of people that might have allergies to liquid latex or any sorts of latex. But if you're not sure about, like, if you are or not, then I would suggest just putting, like, a little bit on your hand to make sure that you're not allergic to it, or so it doesn't cause any, like, redness when you use it. And it is pretty easy to apply. You can use an old brush, you can use a sponge. From what I use, I got this off of Amazon. It's currently, the name is covered in latex, so I can't see. So, I use Graftobian. I think that's how you say it. I have no idea. But this is the kind I use. Well, I basically just refill it with this, which is regular liquid latex. And if you have like a little bottle or something that has like a little brush like this, then I highly suggest to use that, because if you use a regular makeup brush like this, then that brush is kind of ruined. And you also have to be careful using liquid latex. You can't get it in your hair or on your clothes because it will not come off. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I have no idea how to edit. So I am very sorry that this might be a really long video. So let's get into it. So what you're first going to do is take the tissue, and you're just going to rip it in half. It doesn't have to be, well, it doesn't have to be that big. You can make it like as big or as small or as medium, weird size. I don't know. You can make it any size that you want. And excuse the mascara under my eyes. I did makeup earlier and it would not come off. So, what you're going to do is take liquid latex. I normally just shake it up, that way it just gets mixed, I guess. I don't know. So what you're going to do is open up the latex and just start by putting it where you want the scar to be. And I have been using liquid latex for a while now, and if it's your first time using it, I highly suggest to not put it anywhere like around your eyes or like on your mouth, because if you put it close to your eye, it will burn, but it'll go away after it dries. But I shouldn't be doing it anyway, but I've used it so many times, so I'm used to it. So I'm used to it. I shouldn't be used to it, but I am. So it will burn and it will make your eye red, but it'll go away after a little bit. But it's always good to use it like on your cheek or on your forehead, or maybe like the corners of your mouth first before you do like the bigger looks, like around your eye, like your eye looking like it's been pulled out or something. But yeah, sorry, I just thought I should say that. But I gotta reapply the liquid latex because it dried. So when you apply liquid latex, you can put it on, like, you can put a lot on. Well, it's not really a lot, but you could put some, maybe like a bit. I don't know how to explain it because my mind is going blank. But you can apply it as big as you want, and then excuse me, you just kind of tap it down a little bit. And if you put too much, then you could just rip like the rest of it off, like I just did. And now you go back over it with the liquid latex. And liquid latex, it's very fast drying with how much you use. Like if you use only like a tiny bit, then it'll dry quickly. But if you use a lot of it, like if you're going to do like this type of look, like a scar, might take a little bit more time. But I basically just let it air dry, or you can use a blow dryer to let it dry quicker. Yeah. Okay, so I got a phone call, so that's why you can't hear the rest of the video. So I decided to do a voiceover. And as you're seeing right now, I'm finishing up putting the liquid latex on. And you can either use a blow dryer to dry it, or just use your hand like I'm doing. It maybe takes about a few seconds to dry. And right now, I'm using a pair of like small like nail salon or hair scissors, which to cut the liquid latex in half, and then so you can create that wound shape. And I apologize for my voice because I have a little bit of a cold. And while you're doing this, be very, very careful while you're cutting the liquid latex in half. And if you are younger, then I highly suggest letting a parent or some sort of guardian to do this for you. But if you don't have like anything to cut it with, then just do the same thing with the tissue and the liquid latex, but just make like a little space into it. And now I'm using some foundation to blend the tissue into my face, because that'll make it come out more realistic and more like I forgot what I was saying. Just bear with me here. And you can use a brush or a beauty blender or a sponge, which is what I'm using. You can get those sponges at like Walmart or Amazon. They're pretty cheap and they're pretty good to use. And the foundation I just got at Dollar Store or Walmart, I can't remember. And you can just blend that out all over your face, the foundation. And I have no idea why I just fanned it. I'm looking for something, I don't know what. This is kind of fun doing the voiceover, not gonna lie. Alright. So now I'm using some setting powder, which will make the makeup set good. That was a bad choice of words, but it'll just basically make it so the foundation won't wipe off in your skin or anything. Like, it'll look more cleaner with it on, I meant to say. You can also use a brush or a sponge like how I'm doing. I kind of put a little bit too much on there. I wasn't trying to. I should have went back over it with foundation. But yeah. It was kind of my fault. And now I'm using some eyeshadow. You can use any sort of red eyeshadow. That's just the color that I used from a neon palette. I do believe I got that from Walmart. And what you're going to do is just kind of blend it out around the edges and on the scar to kind of give it that more like pop out look, like to make it look more realistic. And you don't have to put that much on there. If you do, which I accidentally did on the top, you can try to blend it out a little bit. You can put as much as you want on there, maybe just a little bit. But now I'm just taking some brown eyeshadow and doing the same thing like I did with the red. And just kind of blending it, making it look more realistic. You can use a brush or like a small sponge to blend it out, but I like using a brush more. But that is totally up to you. And I reused my foundation on my sponge because I had a little bit more left on there to kind of blend that red out a little bit. Right now I'm using an Athena oil makeup palette. So oil-based makeup, in my opinion, is really good to use. Right now I am putting it over the edge to make the wound part pop out better. And oil-based makeup is the best thing to use when you're making wounds or like any sorts of makeup. And like what do I want to say? Maybe if you want to make like designs like a heart or a line, or just to color something in, or to use just white all over your face, I highly suggest the oil-based, just because if you get the cream-based, then cream-based will crack. And oil-based, it'll fade like a little bit over time, so you might have to reapply it, but otherwise it still looks good. And right now I am adding some fake blood. You can also get that on Amazon. And you can basically use any kind of fake blood that you want. Whatever makes it the more like creepiest. But I really like to use the like scab blood, or like the more stickier, the more chunkier fake blood than the liquidy, just because it makes it pop out more. And I used a sponge brush to just blend that out. And that's how you do a small wound or a scar. And I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe for more. And comment if you want me to do any other kind of makeup tutorials. But yeah, have a good day.